Next competitor representing China, Ziyi, 16 years old, first Junior Grand Prix season.
Ziyi will be using more of the very, very popular music by Max Richter. Such a great framework for the free skates for these young athletes, and will perform to Memory House with triple flip, triple toe as the planned first element for Ziyi.
The dance, the magic, in some way the contours.
Sixteen-year-old Ziyi from China completes
from China,
a free skate that
Ziyi.
8 of the 11 elements currently under review. A bit of an erratic performance. Remains to see whether or not that will be sufficient for Ziyi to stay within the top 10 as the pair teams that were so successful yesterday come out in support of him. Now spotting that they too are on camera.
Well, he rotates fast in the air, so that's the good news. He doesn't have a lot of air time. He's not strong. He's still a young boy. He's 16, but he hasn't fully developed yet, so he doesn't have that power to explode off the ice. Fast rotator, that's good. He can get around the jumps. And was not a lot of attention to the music. This mostly was a technical program, and that probably will come in time. It's probably not the first thing they were working on, as we saw the triple loop and free leg get swung around a little bit forward on his landings. Got the free leg back in time there to do the double toe. That was good. Watch how fast he folds in. Nice. Up into the double axle. Just sort of spins off that edge, not lift. Camel spin, pretty good. Not too bad. Nice stretch free leg. Might want to point the toe out a little bit more.
Just noticed, Ted, as we're looking back at Ziyi's performance, I think he did 4 combos again, or sequences, and that's what we saw happen to Hannah Bath from Australia, which cost her a medal in the women's event because only 3 are allowed in a junior free skate.
Yeah.
2 combos in a sequence. And so then for him, his 7th element, which is currently under review, triple flip double axel sequence, he will then lose the double axel. That will go off of his score sheet. So all that effort, 3.3 points for double axel, that's wiped. But then furthermore, then that will have other ramifications on the triple flip as well. So
yeah, and you have to.
Interesting. That's the second skater we've seen do that.
Well, you know, you have to be thinking on your feet and all the different calculations. If you miss this, can I put that somewhere else? And what does it do to this element? So you have to sit with the skaters and go through the different options, because they have to take those decisions in the heat of battle. And when something doesn't go to plan, then they say, well, I was supposed to get like 8 points here, but I'm only getting 4 points. So where am I going to put those other 4 points? Well, let me put it on this. But if you don't know exactly where you're going to adjust legally, then something like that happens, where you're going to get more tossed out, more problems than if you just left it out. So, yeah, we saw that with Hannah, and that cost her a medal. She's a wonderful skater and had a fantastic free program and wonderful jumping passes and improved program components. But that one decision was costly, right?
And for Ziyi Lee and the coaching team, you don't really want to consider negative outcomes, but it's practicing for contingencies. It's difficult because you don't want to preempt the skater to believe that, I could be making mistakes and thus need to have a contingency.
Yes.
But obviously, on occasion, it's a smart move. So
yeah.
training time.
It's a good point, Mark. When do you present that information to them? Because you can clog their brain up, thinking too much during the performance if something goes wrong. On the other hand, you want them to be aware that if this happens, here's your options, right? So, yeah, it's a complicated decision.
Sometimes I've seen skaters in the past, you can see it's very visibly evident in their brain space when they're performing. Oh my goodness, right, well, I've missed the combo there, so therefore I've got to take it over here.
Yeah.
And then that, of course, can then consequently impact on the program component scores. And then you're losing in multiple ways. So it's just being really well educated. And that is indeed what this young stage of skater, this is the learning ground.
Yeah, it is. And, sometimes you're going to you could break the program spell by overthinking too much. So it's a very fine balance, and those types of things you learn a little bit later on, and when you're more capable of sort of comprehending everything and putting it in your head to be able to make those type of decisions. Generally, when you're maybe 17, 18 years old or a little bit older than that, a coach might sit down and go through all your options. But there's strategy in this game. There really is. It's can you apply that strategy under the pressure of competition at the moment? That's the question. And that's another skill to be learned.
Just another one to add to the repertoire.
Yeah, huge list. 83.82 for Ziyi Lee. That's 7th in the free program with a 135.20 for an overall total competition score and placement of 5th.
In 5th place.